glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So North Carolina's offense will get first crack at it today. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game is they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to...
Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. First down for this offense. To the ground. He's got it again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Running inside. It's Jackson. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. And it'll be down right there. So Pittsburgh's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the sophomore running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Man, this is going to be so much fun. The irresistible force versus the immovable object, right? Like this running game, this is what they do. They pride themselves, one of the absolute best running backs in the country, Palmer. But this defense, they don't take a back seat to many. They stop the run. They're physical. This will be awesome.
And they play like a unit, too, on defense. All 11 guys playing as one, and they pride themselves on stopping the run and being the more physical side and owning the line of scrimmage. And they've talked about this all week. We've got to get multiple players to the ball, gang tackle this guy. What a challenge for this defense going up against simply one of the best in college football.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires it. Working the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Turner. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Just feeds the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Gonna run it. It's Turner. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came into the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right? Jesse, it's really fun to be that team in the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play sport.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win to get the season completely turned around. This team has not yet quit on the...
Maybe some room here. He's at the 10, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point was good.
7, North Carolina, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the single back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And they're not on the same page there.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Now on the move. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. This is a designed run. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
The defense comes up big time on the 4th down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it, but more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there in taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, UNC. How about this defense taking one back to the house? Looking for the time with the extra point.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this defense has to be ready for this. The offense likes to be aggressive. They like to take shots. That won't be the last time they try one of these 50-50 type balls down the boundary. Defense better be ready.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution in that punt return.
On the run from inside his own 5. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Off and running. He's at the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And he added the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Takes the easy completion. Breaks into the open. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell this.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
To the air on 2nd down. Going for it all. Goes high to pull it in. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets it out fast. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's O'Neal. Under fire. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got it outside. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Touchdown, Tar Heel! And they take it in for 6 more points. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown, running and throwing.
And the ball is loose on the return. Kicking team's got it.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense, throwing the ball.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's O'Neal. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. Made the grab in the end zone. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game isn't...
He's got it down the right side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Panthers. Rolled his way into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the North Carolina sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. After that last completion, it's 2nd down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you could tell the quarterback breaks a little bit. And he starts moving and tries to throw a little bit across his body. And why is that dangerous? You're not accurate. You're not accurate with the football when you do that. And you could tell it wasn't close to being a completion.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. He's got him.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Ship. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the Tar Heels are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. North Carolina will call it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Caught close to the marker. It's Thurman. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He leaves it with his back. Slips a tackle and he's got room. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It is perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with Oregon taking on the Wisconsin Badgers.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Guys, I caught up with Coach Narduzzi at the half. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. The sack first down. They've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. On his way back from the 20. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Makes it past the marker. At the 45 on his way. Gashing the D on the right. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. And they can't make the connection.
Well, coming out into the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
With the catch, it's Yates. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Running inside, it's Turner. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Kent. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the North Carolina sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's O'Neal. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
To throw, it's O'Neal. Bringing the heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Turner. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. right around the halfway point of the season. Neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the back. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. He just missed the target on that one. Gotta put it on his body. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Turning it on! And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Lee. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. There he goes to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Panthers. We talk about pocket presence. There's also pocket punishment that's part of it, and he was able to withstand it. Over the football.
It comes with the job description, Reese. You know as a quarterback that this is going to happen, and eventually you are going to get hit. So why not then deliver touchdowns deep down the field? Doesn't get any better than that.
Drills him with the stiff arm. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if it snags it and he's open. The stiff arm. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Man, it's go time for this defense now. I mean, you're down by a couple scores, and they're still making big plays. You've got to find a way to get a stop, create a turnover, switch the momentum to your side quickly.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The sure hands. It's Jackson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. Maybe a crease. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Pittsburgh sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Lee. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Running inside, it's Turner. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Hit right back to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hard running there. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the North Carolina sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With the big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Reese?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He wants to change this route. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC! Now Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And with that touchdown, I would say this one is out of reach.
It is out of reach. A lot of coaches pull their starters, start to build some of that depth, put some other guys in. But listen, keep playing, keep executing. Their job is stop you.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Hicks. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
The run inside. It's Turner.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player,